What's up guys, Nikki Fit here and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here to discuss or answer a question that I get asked all the time via social media or by my clients, and that is how much protein do I actually need every day to be healthy and just maintain a lean physique? So really the question is multifaceted, and I think that the answer really can be quantified into three separate categories. And those three separate categories are gonna be broken down by your goal. So let's talk about number one. So the first category would just be the general population. These are people that aren't necessarily working out all the time. These are just people that are trying to have optimal health, really support any regeneration and things like that, healing in the body, their bodily functions, their systems. And that number is gonna be about half their body weight in grams of protein per day. So let's do some simple math. So let's say you're 160 pounds. That means you're gonna need about 80 grams of protein per day. This is a really good benchmark for people that are plant-based. They're having a hard time getting in enough protein. If you can at least shoot for half your body weight in grams of protein per day, you're doing pretty good. Now, the second group is going to be people who are primarily focused on losing body fat. So people primarily focused on losing body fat, your protein requirements are going to increase. And the sweet spot is going to be somewhere between 0.75 grams per pound of body weight per day. So once again, let's do some math. So you're 160 pounds. That means your protein need is going to fall somewhere between 100 to 125 grams, give or take. Could be higher, could be lower, but that's just a good ballpark figure. Now, the third category here would be my athletes or people that are wanting to build muscle. So if you're wanting to build muscle, you're in gym training, you're in a competitive sport, or you're breaking your body down on a weekly basis, you are training, you are an athlete, your protein requirement is going to be much higher. So good rule of thumb is 1 gram per pound of body weight. So 160 pound person gonna need roughly about 160 grams. So these are averages, guys. These are not set in stone by any stretch of the imagination. This is just a really simple way to remember the requirements. Now, there are different formulas that you can use based on lean muscle tissue, and that absolutely is a great way to do it, but this is just a really good, simple way to remember. So once again, general population is about half their weight in grams of protein per day. People that are trying to lose body fat are trying to shoot for at least 0.75 grams per pound of body weight per day. And then my athletes, you guys that are training, you're in the gym, you're gonna need at least 1 gram per pound of body weight per day. Now let's talk about some good sourcing of protein. I think that sourcing of protein is very, very important. It's something that I like to preach and talk to all my clients about. So first off, I'm gonna say this. Your body regenerates all of its cells every 7 years. So the question I have for people is, do you want to be made of McDonald's or do you be made of grass-fed beef? So where I'm going with this is the sourcing of your food matters. I call it being exquisitely sourced, right? So we always want to try to consume the highest quality animal protein, whether that be wild-caught fish, whether that be grass-fed beef, organic or pasture-raised chicken and eggs. So always looking for the highest quality. And for my vegan and my plant-based people, you absolutely can get plant-based sources. You can do soy and different things like that. You want to make sure that they are non-GMO. That's very, very important. You can also get it from beans, but the problem with beans is they're very high in carbs and it's hard to get exactly what you need in. The other downside of, a plant-based diet is these plant-based foods, sometimes they're frankenfoods and are actually true foods, or let's say it's a vegan protein shake that's rice and maybe soy or some kind of pea. So those two foods are blended together to make a complete amino acid profile. So it's a little bit trickier, if you will. So it's always gonna be best if you're really focused on trying to build muscle is to get foods in your system that are a complete amino acid profile. So those are gonna be your animal proteins, your eggs, even your yogurts and your dairies, and also to a good quality whey or collagen shake is always on the list. So, all right, guys, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you some clarity about how much protein you actually need in a day. My name is Nikki Fit. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the button down below and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon.